Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Lines by Haze. I am your host Haze, and if I can tell you a bit about myself, I am an aspiring artist, if you can call it that. I've been drawing and painting a lot over the last 2 years, trying to learn and get better and get to a competent level. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this yet, but it's a big ambition and goal I have. And this channel is all about my journey as I improve, as I experiment, as I express, as I discover things related to art and painting and expression and themes and what have you, and in between, you know, I think my personality will shine, and my personality is fueled by a lot of nonsense and chaos. Alright, so today I'm going to talk about a theme that's been occupying me a lot, which is finding the time. When you do something like art or hobby or side hustle, because for many of us art is a luxury that we really need to put time aside for. How do you manage that? That's been a big struggle, and that requires a tremendous amount of commitment and discipline and energy and motivation to actually make that real, make that concrete, make that tangible. And over the last 2 years, my strategy has changed a lot. I would say the first 6 months I got back into it, I was just obsessed about it. I was fueled by a driven energy and obsession to get good at this. That's not gonna last, you know. That's gonna come every now and then. You're gonna feel really excited about something, and you're gonna have all that energy available to learn about it, to put time aside to do that, but that doesn't last. After the first dip I had after 6 months, I decided to take some evening classes, like 2 times in a week, because I thought that since my motivation dropped a bit, maybe this could keep me going at least. And it was kind of nice, except I wasn't completely satisfied with the classes. I did do it a full year. And during that year, I did end up finding the drive again to do it at home. But even then, I didn't really have a set routine. It was a struggle to really stay on the path. I would say it's in my second year that I really committed to doing this, thanks to what I built up in that first year and getting a sense of confidence. I think that's important when you're learning something new, getting a set of confidence that, okay, I can actually do this. If I put the right amount of time into this, I can actually make something out of this, like professionally. And that really motivated me to set a routine. So then for about 6 months, I drew every morning. That was the most amazing time, very motivating. I felt like I grew a lot in that time, and that was just a decision I made, and I put time aside to do that. It requires a tremendous amount of sacrifice, but I just committed myself to drawing, studying, doing exercises, learning about techniques, doing online courses every morning from about 9 to 12. And then from 12 to 6, I worked, because I'm an independent videographer, I have my own company, so I can kind of more or less decide when I want to work. That was really great. I felt like I improved a lot. But after those 6 months, since I was kind of putting my work, my company on a low tempo to be able to draw every morning, my company ended up losing a bit of momentum, losing a bit of clients, and that cost a lot, which meant that last December, out of a complete urgency, I had to just put all my focus back into my company, and that meant that precious time I put into drawing, I ended up losing that. Since then, it's been a bit of a struggle to find something regular, something consistent where I can actually keep developing, and it's been a bit frustrating because right now my routine is I wake up at 8 in the morning and I work from 8 to 6 in the evening, and then the idea is for me to draw at least 2 hours in the evening, but sometimes after 10 hours of work, my brain is just fried, and that's just the ultimate excuse, right? That we're all faced with, when you have to survive, when you have to work your ass off. How could you possibly find the energy in the evening to do something else, to learn something else? And that's something I'm still struggling today, but I'm still doing it. I think it's important to just try to find that little bit of time, even if it's 10 minutes a day, even if it's an hour a week. If you're passionate about something, you can't let go of that. Life will pass you by, life will fly by, and you'll be dead before you know it. Nothing will have mattered in the end, you know what I mean? So whatever you have to find the courage, the motivation, the time, there's a way, there's always a way. Even though you might not have a routine, even though things might happen in a very spontaneous, impulsive way, you're just still gotta make it work. Also when it comes to running a business, also when people are professional artists, you have to constantly find that sense of urgency, that sense of commitment, motivation, discipline, that's just part of life. I mean, and we might justify that, you know, we don't have time, I feel too tired, all this kind of stuff, but everyone deals with that, so it's not an excuse. You just have to sit down and do it. And by doing it and doing it over and over again, clarity will come, time will come, opportunities will come. You just gotta stay on the course. That's what I'm doing. I'm 2 years in, I'm staying on the course. I'm also very motivated about documenting my journey like I'm doing here with these YouTube videos. I post every day on Instagram and TikTok, YouTube Shorts. I post a long YouTube video every week. And aside from that, I try to keep that art journey alive. And that's what's also nice about documenting your art journey. That's actually really good. When I think about it, that's actually the best advice I can give. I've been documenting this art journey, everything I paint, everything I draw, talking about it. I've been documenting that for about 6 months now. And that's also actually a great motivator, because if you set yourself a schedule, for me, for example, like I said, every day I post a little short, every week I post a longer form video for YouTube. If you just commit yourself to that, your sense of integrity depends on that, then you will do it. And that will motivate you even when you don't feel like it, to sit down and draw something and film it. At least for me, that's been a good thing that kept me structured, because you need a bit of structure. When it comes down to the greatest advice, I'm discovering this as I'm talking, and it reinforces my values when it comes to this. I think documenting your journey, filming your journey, that's super valuable. You're building an online presence, which may end up being useful when you do turn into a professional artist, maybe 10 years from now. But it keeps you on the path of doing the art. And that's what it's all about. So I hope you got something out of this video. I know I got something out of this video by talking about it. And I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Curious if you're struggling with anything like that. Let's talk about it. And I will be back next week with another video and another theme. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.